Hey, girl. Hey, yes. Hey.
Wow, Joanne Worley joining the call.
Ooh. Girl, no. So we as I was saying before I decided to start this, we went to Korean barbecue this weekend.
Mm.
Is that a thing? Have you ever gone to Korean barbecue?
Oh yeah, many times.
I didn't know what you see, and I was like, as I was eating all this different food, I was like, this is good for the gluten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very we have a lot of, considering that we do not have a huge Asian population, we have a lot of Asian, like different types of Asian restaurants down here.
It's trendy, right? Korean barbecue, Japanese izakayas are trendy right now. So that's sort of why they're everywhere. We have Soul Grill has been there a while, and they are good. Like, oh God, with the little
There's a really
japchae.
right down the street from our house. They have a really good hot pot place. It's so delicious. I could eat there every day because you know how I love soup.
Yeah. There we have a hot pot place directly across the street from my house. Yes, girl. Yes. Look, I have an Asian grocery store right there and a hot pot place right there. It is, oh, let me just tell you. And girl, part of the reason I ask about your husband and like the Chinese thing, it's Mid-Autumn Festival, right? So I bought some mooncakes the other day. And I was like, oh, I wonder if, and the answer is no.
He's so now let me say though, like some of his family in Hawaii is a little bit more just because they're surrounded by the culture more. But like where he grew up, it's just, it's very detached. So they just didn't do a lot. I mean, they did a few things, but not as intensely as they could have.
That's very interesting because I feel very attached to my German heritage, right? Because my grandmother's German, but it feels like it's part of me, and I was always interested to learn about that, no matter what. Like it always sort of interested me.
I think for him, well, I can say I'm not gonna speak for him, but I think because of where they grew up, he really distanced himself a lot of times because it was too painful. I mean, he grew up in his racism stories are much worse than my racism stories. Like the Kentucky racism against his Asian background,
which is odd because around here the racism is that they're white, right? Like that's the white, but a little
white adjacent.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, but I mean, like
but
horror
mostly,
stories.
I guess it's because, as Sarah Silverman said, that they aren't threats. Like that is our racism.
One of the things I think it was, I mean, not to explain people's racism, but is when you think about, because he's a little bit older than us, right? So he is in the generation that was born from the veterans coming back from Vietnam. And, back then they didn't care what kind of Asian you were, right? Like they were going to, so and think about where he's from, right? Rural Kentucky. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got drafted from that area. So I do think that there's a lot of those things tied together because they didn't really care what kind of Asian he was. Like it didn't matter.
So, girl, speaking of things that may or may not be a racism, my friend, my coworker went to another coworker's party this weekend.
Oh no.
She's white. She's married to a black man. The theme was 70s. She was wearing a dashiki muumuu.
Okay.
I was like, that sounds like a racism.
Wait, you said she's white?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He said she looked like she was trying out for a part in Alex Haley's Roots.
Stop. I mean, this wouldn't be technically like, because back then, like white women did wear stuff like that. I mean,
girl, it's not back then anymore.
No, I know, but the theme was 70s. So, I mean, like I said, I'm giving like a slight benefit of the
Girl,
doubt.
if the theme is 20s, I'm not going in blackface. Let's put it that way.
Coming to the microphone. It's Mimsy Jolson, everybody. Mimsy Jolson.
Just call
Fresh
me
off for a
Brooklyn.
tour. No comment on that statement.
I have not watched this week's Drag Race Global versus the Universe.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this is one of the most boring drag races I've watched.
Yes, everybody was so excited, and it's turned out to be so boring.
It's like the one I want to win is still there. Thankfully, well, I mean, don't know about this week, but at least she was there last week.
Who is it? Who's
Pythia.
Okay. Yeah.
The one I don't want to win is still there. Queen Kong. I just don't like her.
I thought it was the other one you didn't like.
Which one?
Vixen. I can't remember her name. The one from Sweden.
Oh, I don't like her. Vivian Vane or whatever. Vixen Vane.
Whatever her name is.
I don't particularly care for her either. The ones I like are Pythia. Is that it? Oh no, Kitty Scott Claus. Kitty Scott Claus. I like Kitty.
There's been a lot of in like the online world, a lot of like talk about her. That people have been really disappointed with her this season.
Yeah, like compared to what she was in Drag Race UK, she's not as good.
I think do you think she's just toning herself down because she's just trying to be like more palatable to like a universal audience?
That Baga didn't.
Well, Baga didn't, but Baga's not on all
Vivian didn't.
All-Stars. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like,
yeah,
Cheryl,
but like, think about
Cheryl just didn't. Like, why? Why would you do that?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just, I've been trying to figure that out too. Like, what's been her deal? Because
maybe it's long COVID. Speaking of long COVID, girl, did you know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Maim is shocked that I said long COVID. I've got a little long COVID right now.
Do you?
Nothing major. I finally had a solid shit for the first time in 3 weeks yesterday.
Nice.
Thank you. I was like, it's feast or famine for a little bit, and it's been mostly feast, and it's not been pleasant, girl.
Wow.
I don't know if it's on COVID. I don't know if it's Paxlovid. I don't know if it's a combination of the two, but it has been a journey.
Girl, I'm sorry. I did not realize that.
It's okay. It's been like an entire season of Glee, a journey.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Did you ever like Glee?
No.
Hey, Maim. Did you know that we have another podcast?
What?
That's right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder, She Wrote podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we're going to resurrect some podcasts? That's right, Maim. That's right. Starting this week, we are Over the Moon and We Object are coming back, Maim. They're coming back. And if you're a patron, you'll be able to see us in video there. Isn't that exciting?
Yes. I think so.
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know we have merchandise? MimsMaim.com.
No. Oh, okay.
Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Maim.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love? Do you know what j'adore?
J'adore a 5-star review.
That's right, babe. Just like God, I was going to say
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. Yeah, I was going to say Scarlett Johansson. I'm like, no, that's not right. Charlize Theron just wandering down with that one. Oh God, I love that commercial. Anyway, yes, 5-star review. They're great. This is season 6, episode 3, A Toe in the Water.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out. And that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
I do not like the new Katy Perry commercial, though.
I mean, do you like anything with Katy Perry right now?
I like her old stuff.
I mean, anything current?
Do you know why? Do you know the real reason the current stuff's bad? Like the real reason?
I can't wait to hear.
She's working with Dr. Luke. Again.
Is it? I mean, I don't know. So it's odd. I didn't actually know that much about. I know about Dr. Luke and all that controversy, but like musically, I've never understood. Like, I don't know, like who are the artists he normally works with? I mean, I know Kesha, obviously, but
Kesha and the first, like any one of Katy Perry's hits are Dr. Luke. Like,
okay,
he has worked with everybody.
Gotcha.
For the one chord pop music, right? Like he's got his shtick.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So but that's why it's really just kind of like meh.
Yeah. I mean, but like Roar, Dr. Luke.
It's funny because I've not ever been a huge Katy Perry fan.
So you never felt like a plastic bag? Paper bag? Okay. You know, plastic bag.
When that song came out and it blew up the way it did, I literally looked around at everybody like, have y'all lost your minds?
Oh, I love that song.
This is terrible.
I love that song. But girl, you know, a plastic bag is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
You know, thinking about that movie, because I haven't rewatched it because that would be a lot taken on me, and I'd have to watch Kevin Spacey again.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I liked it then.
I thought that I remember how I felt about it then. It wasn't that I liked it, but I was like, oh, it's got some interesting ideas to it. Like, I didn't think it was good, but I thought his performance was good back then. I mean, I remember it really was the best of whatever else was out that season.
Okay. But I'd like to read something to you. Here are the artists that Dr. Luke has worked with.
Okay.
Katy Perry, Maroon 5, Rihanna, Doja Cat, Miley Cyrus, Juice WRLD, Pink, Pitbull, Kelly Clarkson, Flo Rida, Britney Spears, Kesha, Tal Cruz, and Jessie J are the big ones.
Like everybody.
Everybody.
But he's terrible, right? So what did he do to Kesha? Did he sexually assault her?
Sexually assaulted her and then wouldn't release her originals. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Which is why this album is such a big deal. This is the first one that she's completely liberated from it all.
Wow.
So she was allowed to produce Rainbow under court agreement. But this is the first one that she's actually like completely liberated from him.
Okay.
And let me just tell you, I've seen Kesha twice. I saw her when she came through, like after TikTok and all that. And then I saw her on her Rainbow tour. Two completely different Keshas. Still great. But she seemed to have her shit together on the second one. She was just crazy on the first one.
I thought she was kind of crazy on the first one, wasn't she? Like a little bit.
Yeah, she was, but there was still glitter like flying everywhere at the second one. Like it was still, she still did TikTok and all the songs because she got the rights to them, so she sang them. But like it was still glitter, still like loud and fun, but not her. I believe she came in on a tricycle and was dry humping the tricycle, or like a electric car or something. It was very different. Anyway, we're at Sugarbakers.
Sugar bakers.
After 14 damn minutes, dear listeners, we're finally starting the episode. But as Maim would say, this is a straightforward episode.
They go fast when they're like this.
They go fast when they're trash. Well, Allison's here. And she went to the therapist. And she's going on, named Matthew. She finally found one. And she's going on and on and on and on about how she loves her therapist. And therapist should, she's got so much to tell everybody and so much advice to give everybody. And Mary Jo's just sitting there listening to her sportsman.
Yes.
I knew it was a sportsman because it was bright yellow with the
That's
gray.
right.
I had 2 of those. They were trash.
They were.
like the cheap Walkmans were much better. Like the Magnavox Walkman.
I can attest. Yes.
Yeah, like they I don't know what, like the sportsmen were supposed to like be able to take jumping and water and
junking, shock, water, like light water, like little things, like sweat. You're supposed to be able to wear it in sweat, but
no, it didn't. Well, Carlene, apparently that room that I always thought went to the back room actually goes to a bathroom. And Carlene is like, no, don't go in there to Allison because her cat's in there. And what she's read is how to train a cat to use the toilet is you slowly put magazines up and you move the litter box closer. You put the litter box on top of the toilet, then you move the litter box to use toilet. Or you could do what my old Ukrainian coworker did, which was look at her cat and say, are we a lady or are we a piece of trash? And the cat just started using the toilet, according to her.
Oh, okay. Wow. 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 That's pretty magnificent.
I was like, are you serious? And then she gave me she's Russian Ukrainian, so she has she can put the fear of God in somebody just by looking at them. And she gave me that look, and I was like, okay, I believe you.
Gotta go step away slowly. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, she's also one that was in Kyiv during Chernobyl.
Wow.
Yeah, she was telling stories of how they had water stations every block because the heat was so intense in the city that you would become dehydrated, like by the next block. They had to give them iodine pills and stuff to protect their thyroid. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
My other current coworker, is from Belarus, and he was saying that they had to leave their hometown because the radiation was still spreading north. And so he had to leave his hometown because the radiation was going to take over their town. Mm-hmm.
It's amazing the things people have been through in their lives.
Mm-hmm. He's young. He's 22, 23, 24.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Check. So Anthony's here, and we find out that Allison had locked him in the basement. And he's like, apparently you didn't hear me say, let me out of here, bitch. Linda Bloodworth Thompson is taking a turn in this episode.
I was like, I paused for a moment. I said, wait, what's happening right now?
And Anthony has a get out affidavit. He's going to law school. We learned this, Anthony. He's going to law school because just like Star Jones, he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer, honey.
And he got his teachers to give him an affidavit to kick her out. And basically he says, well, you could either leave or become my servant.
Just like, what?
So Allison says that the therapist has diagnosed Anthony, and that basically his masculinity is tied to Suzanne's house. And if she kicks him out, it would be like a physical castration.
Once again, Linda, girl.
And he
What's going on?
basically looks at her and said, the problem is you're obnoxious. And she's like, yes, that's what my shrink diagnosed me with. I have obnoxious personality disorder. Just like everybody we went to high school with, girl. Hell, you went to college with some of them too.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. And sneeze.
Is that right? Is that right
Yep.
now? Mm-hmm.
Yep. I guess sneeze again.
Oh, that time you actually did sneeze.
Yes, that time it was real sneeze.
That time
My
was
fake
real
sneeze caused the real sneeze.
God. So Allison, now that she's diagnosed, she's like, this is not my problem, it's y'all's. Which is truly the way of white people in the 80s. Go to a therapist that, you know, with a medical degree, and no, I no longer have a problem. It's your problem. You're the reason I'm like this.
Everybody else around me.
I mean, it's true. You are the reason I'm like this, Maim.
Don't put that on me. You can blame a lot of stuff on me. Don't put that on me. Don't do that.
Oh, God. So we find out Allison's been talking to talking to her therapist about everybody else's problems, such as Julia's. Julia's
problem?
Well, Julia's walking in as she's saying this, and she's like, "Well, what is my problem?" And it's like, "Well, you've lost your husband. Now you've lost your boyfriend of a long time, who he left to go to Evening Shade, a much better show at this time. It's higher ratings, definitely higher ratings. And you have not gotten over that because he's getting better ratings than you now. So because of that, you're scared to date because you're afraid they're just going to leave you for higher ratings as well."
Wow. That's not quite what the person said.
Same gist.
Oh my God.
So no, it's about death, and you know, you're afraid things are going to get lost. You're not ready. You're still grieving, and you know you're just not ready to go out there. But we think that it's time for you to go out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we find out Julia's going on a date.
I'm sorry, what?
She's going on a date with Mark.
Who's Mark?
I don't know. You know, when you said it like that, I was thinking back to Rent. Mark. God. Did you like Rent?
It was all right.
Okay. It served a purpose.
I didn't hate it. It was all right.
Did you? Were you one of those people who knew all the words to Rent? Oh, see, I know all the words to it. All the words.
No.
Yeah.
I need to cry. I just think about things that have
I never
to do
cried.
with musicals. No, I'm just saying people love a Rent because it makes them emotional. Not you, girl, because that will require having emotion.
Well, I would cry watching the movie version because it is listening to Rosario Dawson try to hit any kind of note. Why did they do that? J-Lo is right there. I guess her as a meth addict is not believable with that ass, but
J-Lo is right there.
I mean, just put Amy Adams in it. Like,
was she even around at that point?
I know. I'm sure she was doing something. Have you ever watched the adorable movie with her and what's her doodle? God, what is her name?
I don't know. She's been in lots of movies with lots of what's her doodles.
Frances McDormand.
Amy Adams and Frances McDormand.
Uh-huh. It is called Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day.
Oh yeah.
It's adorable. It is adorable little feel-good movie. Yeah. Dear listeners, if you're looking for a little cute feel-good movie,
low stakes.
Very low stakes. You get to watch Frances McDormand and Amy Adams just having a good time together.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
I will agree. That is a cute movie. Yes.
Yeah. See, I do. See, the thing is, you say I don't have emotion, but I'm sappier than you. Like I love a sappy movie,
You
and I
are
will
sappier
cry.
than me,
I will cry at a sappy movie.
but that's probably because those are the things that get you to emote,
Di-
as opposed to me who emotes all the time. When you emote constantly and the stupidest things can just make you start crying, then sappy things that are supposed to induce crying don't have quite the same effect on you. I can't explain that part to you. I'm just saying, like, I mean, you just send me the right kind of dog video and I'm going to start bawling, right? Like, what was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, the dog that was like it wakes up its sibling because the sibling is deaf. So it goes and wakes up the sibling when the parents come home because, he can't hear that the parents are there. So the dog just goes over and he looks up. He's like, oh, that was it. I was like, oh.
Dear listeners, she's starting to tear up a little right now, even describing
literally,
it.
I am just describing it. It was just like, holy crap.
And I would probably go, oh, that's very cute. Very, very. It depends. Now, if the dog is very old and
well, he's just deaf, so he doesn't know what's going on. He's just
how did the episode of Futurama with the dog?
Girl, don't because I know
how that hit me. So I can only imagine.
You're making me cry. Just say the thing that I was holding back. You just like opened the door just now.
I can only imagine just how much that.
Think about that little old dog slit. Oh my god. Ooh.
So it's a little bit later on. Allison's very upset about being evicted.
As one should be.
And Carlene's trying to help, and we find out that she can't get in touch with her lawyer, so she's called 999 I'll sue you or something like that. Yeah, whatever. Well, Julia's here with Mark's mullet.
Yes.
Girl, speaking of Mark's,
yes.
Did you, and I know you used to work in Greensboro.
Yes.
And I know that in your lovely gas station you used to work at, the strippers did sometimes come in.
I love them so much. Yes.
Did our current Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson ever come in?
Oh my god. That's so funny you would say that. I don't think so. I think every time the girls came in, usually with the limo, I don't recall them ever having an African American John before.
So I don't think he liked the prostitutes. I think he liked the porn. So
and we didn't have any porn stuff out where we were at. Like
and this was like a decade ago. So that was a little bit after your time, right?
Yeah, I know. I saw the story. I know where he was going because I know the side of town that was like the seedier part of Greensboro. So I know that area that he was probably frequenting because they also had like one of those like 30-minute hotels there too and things like that.
Girl, just throwing this out there, if you ever Google it, there's the porn shop owner. So did you know this part of it? Have you heard this part?
I don't hear as much as you do.
So the porn shop owner used to make bootleg porns for people,
okay.
Mark Robinson was one of them, allegedly.
What a lovely service that was.
So he charged $20 for them, okay? Allegedly, Mark Robinson would come in with pizza and stuff, before he went to the back room to watch he would pay with pizza or other things. Sometimes it was actual money. He never paid for the last one, allegedly. So there's now the owner of the porn store made a Hard Rock video called Mark Robinson Owes Me $20 or something like that. I highly suggest you watch it.
Please find it and send it to me. Please, please, please. Because that sounds so Greensboro.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to talk to somebody about that the other day. I said, how we kind of talk about Miami and Fort Lauderdale, like it's kind of its own little world in this state. It's like, that's what Greensboro's Like,
Yeah.
it's like it's its own thing.
Yeah,
Like,
hold on, Hard Rock. Let's see
there's
here.
not really a lot of other places in the state that are quite as unusual as that place is. So, oh man,
Yeah,
that
I'll have to
guy.
find it. That one's gonna take a bit because it's
Is he still not dropping out?
no girl. He had until Thursday, like 2 days ago, to drop out and remove his name from the actual ballot. Even if
Like there was a cutoff that was soon. Oh
yes,
wow.
so he can still drop out, but his name stays on the ballot. But the problem is, if he drops out, the Republicans would have to pick somebody to replace him, but it can't be anybody that contested him in the election.
Oh.
So the two candidates who contest him in the election are the two that are the most likely to win governorship, right? Like that they are high-ranking officials who have been in the government forever. So it would be very, very difficult for that to happen. Yeah.
Oh, how sad.
I know, isn't it? Isn't it
So
though?
sad.
He reminds me of some people that we grew up with.
I already know who you talk about.
I was thinking it was your own minister. Both of them. I forgot there was an old one and the old one. Yeah, both the old and the old one.
Lord have mercy.
And both their sons. Jesus Christ, this world. Well,
Yeah, said a word, Hannah. You said a
Joy
word
is
just
here
now.
with Mark and his mullet, and she got a new suit or new dress for the. I think she says
Yes.
suit, and it's persimmon. And Mark is like, no, it's more of a pomegranate. And there was other dress. It was just did not work on. It had a little peplum and da 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 da. So Mark leaves, and Allison's like, "Will you prove my point?" And Joey's like, "What are you talking about?" He's safe. He's the gayest man I've ever seen in my life. Not there's anything wrong with that, Barry Seinfeld. Not there's anything wrong with that, but he's gay. So, and
I
Allison,
feel like Linda Bloodworth Thompson just single-handedly invented metrosexuals.
yes, and he just like JoJo Siwa invented gay rock.
Yes, JoJo, gay pop.
Gay pop, gay pop, gay pop, gay pop, gay
Gay
pop,
pop.
gay pop,
Gay pop.
gay pop, gay pop.
She came up on my feed yesterday, and what a strange young woman.
So Allison's basically like, well, you want to date a gay guy because you're afraid of your own sexuality and getting older, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I really want to change the subject right now. And Carlene's like, has anyone watched Ron Reagan Jr.'s new show?
I remembered that distinctly.
I do not remember it. I remember Bill Clinton's brother's thing.
No. Ron Reagan Jr.'s show came on CNBC. It was late night on CNBC weeknights.
Okay.
It was a talk show. So yeah. And it was very controversial because he's liberal. And
yeah.
It was like, whoa. So not a lot of people knew that prior to him having that talk show.
So we're at Mark's now. It's a very nice, very fancy apartment. They're coming in and like he said, I'm gonna go get some wine, probably some white wine spritzers. Could you put some CDs on? And she's like, sure. There's Judy Garland and Lena Horne and Madonna and Ethel Merman.
That's all you had to say. I would have been like, I would have just bent over the couch immediately.
So Ethel, you would have bent over the couch immediately. Just like, ah! So
everything's coming up roses
for me and for you. God. So she's like, isn't she dead? And he's like, no, and she's still alive. I just saw her not too long ago, blah, 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 blah.
Key West.
Key West, that's right. He went down to Key West, which is not as gay as it used to be.
No,
it used to be real gay. Real gay. Like, I mean, they still drop the drag queen in the shoe, but it's not the same.
Every year. What was her name? Sukiara or something like that.
Yeah. You know what I miss?
What?
I miss what's his doodle on CNN going down to what's the black one that got fired from CNN? What's his name?
Don Lemon.
Going down to New Orleans getting shit faced, saying, you know, the last year I've never been drunk on TV. Lies and deceit. He and that woman got shit faced and would just like.
It was so good.
And then that one year he got shit faced with his mama during COVID. It was so good. It was so good.
It was good, but also he has an alcohol problem.
Well, just that one night.
Yes. And then the following year, and so on and so forth.
Well, so Julia and Mark sit down, and Julia's like, can I ask you a personal question? Mm-hmm. Why have you never... And then Mark's mother calls, and he's got to go answer it real fast. Well, Mark comes back. It was just a quick little thing. And Mark puts the moves on Julia.
Like hardcore.
And Julia's backing away, and it's like, I thought you were gay. He's like, no, I'm not gay. Are you sure? And Julia just says, I'm sorry, and leaves.
Sad times.
Sad times, girl. Sad times, great oldies.
Or a little widow.
Well, girl, we are at
times, great oldies.
Sad times, great oldies. Girl, we are at Suzanne's now. Kamala, I don't need another text message right now.
No, Kamala, girl, leave us alone. We gave you some. We did what we need to. Leave us be.
Yeah.
We know Elon's giving a lot of money on the other side, but girl, leave us be.
So we're at Suzanne's, and Anthony's in a bubble bath with a cigar and a little cap. And Allison is his servant, right? Like, yes. She's doing everything.
That was the agreement.
That was. And then all of a sudden she starts crying because she's so stressed. And it's like, does this not mean anything to you? And he's like, no. And she just like stops immediately.
Well, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call white woman tears.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mary Jo and Carlene are here because they were told that they would be able to have brunch, and there's a privacy screen that Carlene or that Allison puts between the ladies and Anthony. And she was like, well, Allison's supposed to make us brunch, and Mary Jo wants some eggs Benedict, and Carlene just wants a bowl of Captain Crunch.
Girl.
Yeah, I don't like Captain Crunch.
That's my favorite cereal.
Okay. So for sugary cereals, which there's sugary cereal and non-sugary cereal, right?
Well, I don't really eat cereals, but like in cereals, like that's
my favorite sugary cereal is Corn Pops without the milk.
Oh, just eating it?
Just eating it. Just like eating a Corn Pop is delicious. I don't even know if they still make Corn Pops.
I don't know either.
But like non-sugary cereal, it's probably something like Raisin Bran's even kind of sugary.
I like apple cinnamon Cheerios.
And can't do apple cinnamon. Probably just plain Cheerios, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, plain Cheerios. Corn Flakes are good. I don't mind Wheat Bran. Like I don't mind the. Oh no, it's Crispix. It's Crispix. The two-side octagon. One side's rice, one side's wheat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rice Chex.
Forgot about those.
Rice Chex are also really good too.
I like using Rice Chex in my Chex Mix. Stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is taking a turn. Let's keep going.
I think we're hungry.
Probably Edward tried to.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. I just think I'm hungry. So
Well, girl, have you not eaten today?
I had some. I had a South African meat pie earlier.
Ooh, what was his name?
Chicken curry.
And why didn't you take me to South Africa for a meat pie when I was down there?
Well, we can go next time. I just happened to be on that side of town the other week, so I just bought a bunch of frozen ones.
Okay. No, the only place, the one place I want to go back to is that one, the Cuban place that we went to. That place. Because you said their soup's good, right?
Yes.
Then I will get myself.
That's what I used to get when I was sick always.
I'll get myself a soup and a sandwich. And then we'll go someplace for a sweet treat afterwards.
And an empanada.
Oh, probably, yeah. Oh, God.
Because their empanada is really good.
Girl, the empanadas at hopefully that little coffee shop's still there near the hotel with the little gay man. Get my Americano and empanada at 7 o'clock in the morning before your ass wakes up.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Look, do you know what time I wake up every day for work?
No.
6:30.
That sounds like hell.
6:15 actually. 6:15.
That sounds even worse.
I know. It's my natural wake up time's now about 7:30 in the morning if I just let myself sleep.
My husband is the same way, and I don't understand.
Well, I mean, yours has moved back some, like
my natural wake up time. No.
Like if you went to bed at 11 p.m.
Okay, which has not happened in a few decades. Got it.
I mean, without COVID, let's say without being sick, you went to bed at 11 p.m.
Okay.
And were able to fall asleep immediately. Let's say that.
There's a lot of what ifs here, girl. A lot of what ifs that don't normally happen.
What time do you think you would wake up?
Normally, if my body is allowed to just sleep, my natural body time is 10 hours.
Okay, good for you.
Like almost on the dot, like 10 hours.
So you'd be up at 9.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'd have to go to bed at 11 and fall asleep
immediately
at 11.
Immediately.
Without any kind of drugs.
And
like,
yeah, it irritates my husband. I'm able to just go sleep immediately. Like I can fall asleep.
It doesn't irritate me. It's a thing you accept, you know? Like what irritates me is like when you're with people who don't accept that about you, because I'm like, I don't say anything to you about wanting to go to bed so early. Like I'm not even approaching sleepy.
And so irritate's not the right word, right? Like it frustrate. It could be better because you see that and you're like, well, I wish I could do that sometimes. Right?
But I don't care. I've never minded that my body clock is a little bit off.
What time do you have to be at work?
My first meeting starts usually at like 9:30.
Okay.
So it's like I naturally start getting kind of tired maybe at 12:31. And if I don't do anything to stimulate myself, like I can go to sleep around 2 and just go straight to sleep. Like, you know, but it's like there's a lot of like I have to suppress the things that my body naturally wants to do still because I'm trying to make it turn down.
For what?
Bed.
You didn't even. I'm surprised you didn't come back and sing it at me.
Nope. Nope. I hate that song. I hate that song. Seriously.
Well, Mary Jo and Carlene decided to go to the Colonel's to get some chicken.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. Well, Joy is here, and she's like, and Anthony's like, well, come on in. And she's like, no. He's like, well, I'm not naked. I'm wearing swim pants. What, Anthony? Why are you wearing whatever. Very Japanese anime of him. And
well, I think he just did it because of Allison coming in and out of there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Joy is like, look, I don't care. Either fix this in a civilized manner or kill each other, just so long as I don't have to hear it again. And Allison was like, how was your date with the gay man? How was your date with the gay man? And he's like, well, he made out with me. And she's like, oh, he must be bi. To which Joy,
which could be true.
It could be true. It could no bi erasure here.
No.
Except I wish they would make up their minds. Look, dear listeners, I'm technically a bisexual. Technically.
Not a bisexual.
A bisexual. Because technically I have in the past and potentially could in the future get a little jiggy with a female. Nah. Nah.
Two different nods there, honey.
But what is Lil Nas X? I don't know what that joke even was. Not good. Not good. Not good. Huh?
Neither does he.
Oh, the joke? I thought you were going to say Lil Nas X wasn't good. I was like, you don't like Lil Nas X? I love Lil Nas X. He's fun. Okay. I apparently hit a note.
I'm sorry. I'm burnt out from karaoke Nas X, so it's still a very popular karaoke performer.
So I have a controversial Brave opinion.
Okay.
So you know that song, the Weeknd song that was all over TikTok and everything a couple years ago?
Yeah.
For another day.
Oh yeah. I know it when you sing it. Yeah.
Well, it's like his only song. It's his only.
You know he's like the number one listened to person on Spotify still.
Yeah, because of that song.
No. People really like his albums. Like he's like their global number one on Spotify. He's been that way for a long time.
Let's go to now. You got me looking something up. Spotify. I'm opening up my Spotify. The Weeknd. There he is. Sorry, The Weeknd. Let's see here. Songs. How do I do this? No, don't play it. Where's their listens?
There's Starboy, there's Blinding Light, there's Die For You.
Okay. So yes, so
good gracious.
Starboy, Blinding Lights has 4 billion.
Yeah, he's still their he's the first in the world, number one listened to on Spotify global.
Yes. And what I'm saying is that song, which Starboy has 3 billion.
I do love the song Starboy.
Huh?
I like The Weeknd. I do actually like him.
So I was going to say that song slaps. All that say that song. Let's keep going with what we're going on. I don't know what's happening.
Some of his music really kind of gives me a little bit of old school, like 90s trip hop vibes. Like not exactly, but just that same kind of.
So
energy.
Julia admits that she wasn't ready to date.
Oh, Julia.
And Anthony's like, Julia, you can't rush it. Because there was one time that I went a long time without being in love. And she was like, well, when was that? And he's like, when I was incarcerated. Like
they don't call it love in there, honey.
Like he didn't with T. Tommy. Anyway.
And he did.
So it's later on at Mark's. He has, quote unquote, straightened up the place. Like he's put titty women everywhere. And he's like.
I kind of loved it.
I did too. He's in a bust up shirt. And Julia's like. That they talk for a second and she apologizes and she's like, I don't know if I can see you again as anything more than friends. And he said, well, he just wants to do one more really straight guy thing. And he kisses her and she's like, oh, well, maybe really close friends. Do
no labels, Julia. Do it, honey.
Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you find yourself a Miss Georgia Wild?
I actually really, I mean, it's kind of tacky, but I also kind of loved it. That pink dress that Julia was wearing, or the pink suit that she was wearing. Did like it.
Mine is one Mr. Anthony Bouvier with the cigar in the hot tub. Girl, he's showing nipple.
I mean, he was showing nipple. That's
Girl,
true.
a black man showing nipple on a white woman comedy in the 1990s deserves a Miss Georgia World. It's scandalo.
Scandalo.
Girl, did you like this episode?
It was fine. It was cute. I mean, like,
Was
it's kind
it?
of getting back. I thought so. It's just getting back into its rhythm again of awkwardness.
So if it didn't have Allison, I'd probably enjoyed it.
Yeah. Like, I'm kind of looking at the episodes like that now. Like, if we took the Allison part out, would this be a funny episode? Yeah. Now I will say it was interesting that Julia and what's her name? The writer, Linda Lovworth Thompson, simultaneously brought up metrosexuality and friends with benefits in one episode, honey. They invented those things.
Well, Maim, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, that's what we do at the end of every episode.
Sorry. No, I know it wasn't that. I just had a moment of like, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's do that. This is a very different week now, isn't it? Hey, everybody. It's me, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can find me hosting karaoke all around South Beach. Mondays at the Gathering, Thursdays at Kill Your Idol. And you can follow anything else I may end up doing by going to I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. Over to you, Mims.
Hey, I'm the Divine Swims. You can find me online at thedivineswims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know we have another podcast?
What?
That's right. It's called You Slay Me. It's our Mercy Rip podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have a Patreon? Whoops, I gone backwards.
Yes.
That's right. Go to patreon.com. Mims and Maim. You can throw some money at Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have merchandise? That's right. You go to MsMaim.com and buy something. Hey, Maim, do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
That's right. I love them. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know that our dear listeners can reach out to us?
What?
That's right. They can send us an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
You have anything else to add?
Nope.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.